Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your mid-July soulmate session, because that's what we're calling it. Because I'm bringing back love readings like they never left. Dag nabbit, son of a gun. But anywho, I am Marlo. If you're new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. And if you resonate with this message and you want to help me out in the algorithm, go ahead and tickle my like button because she's kinky and she's into that sort of thing. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, we're going to hop right in. There's no extended for this, by the way. So we're going to look at you, Taurus. We are going to look at your person. We are going to look at you guys' connection. And I am being anal again. All right. And we're going to look at you guys' outcome. And I'm going to get the bottom of the deck for you guys advice. So let's go ahead and jump right into this thug thizzle for shizzle in the hizzle. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so for you, my beautiful Taurus, are you kidding? Child, look, okay, come through, Taurus. So we have the mother freaking sun card. This came out representing Leo in their reading, and so this is Leo energy. So maybe you guys are dealing with a Leo or something. But you guys are on your glow up time. I'm so used to seeing the sun in the reverse in like soul sessions and stuff that I always say like half-hearted happiness. But guess what? This is not half-hearted happiness, Taurus. This is full-hearted happiness. Okay. There's no more access being denied in reference to yourself. Anything that was delayed is now like, just all up in your face. It's like, hey, how you doing? How you been? Did you miss me? Have you waited long enough? So of course, it's you guys being in a joyous time in your individual life outside of your partnership. You know what I'm saying? But the sun is speaking all about material happiness and living from your inner sanctum to the without. It is success. It's all the great things, right? So my Taurians are in a good place. You guys are like on your whole naked baby energy, your happy naked baby energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's super dope. Now for your person, we have your person with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So your person, I have to say what I always say with the Ace of Wands. I always look at it like when you think of like those torches and stuff, right? Like the old school torches, and it's like taking a bucket of water and like kind of putting it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so it's like your fire went out in your person. And this is interesting because this is very similar to the contrast I kind of saw. I don't know why all of these are interconnecting, but whatever. But this is reminding me of Leo. So if your person is a Leo, if y'all got Leo in your chart, Taurus, that would be so interesting. I would love to meet someone who is a double Taurus like me, sun and moon, and a Leo rising, because I just feel like that person would be so lit. But anyway, but it's like your person, it's like their fire is kind of gone out. So there can be a level of rejection that your person is feeling, whether that's from you or from life or other people or, what have you. But it's total contrasting energy. Whereas with Taurus, I'm feeling with you guys, and I mean, as a Taurus and doing all these soul sessions, I already know, child. Like Taurus has been in the sun in the reverse for a minute. Like delayed gratification became our middle name for a good long part of the first part of 2022. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel with your person, it's kind of like switching energy almost. And I think it's interesting to see that dynamic in a partnership. So legit, if you're dealing with a Leo person, because I mean, you guys can look at these flip flop, however it resonates, but I'm looking at it from the perspective of, the person I say is you. But it's interesting to see that kind of contrast. So if you have Leo in your chart, definitely check that out. But it's like your person, y'all are in two different places in your life. It's like Taurus is on their full on glow up, and your person is going through like a season of struggle right now. Because of course, when we think about life is seasonal. So, and like Wheel of Fortune type of vibe. So it's like sometimes we're up. So right now, Taurus is at the top of the wheel. And unfortunately, your person is at the bottom. So it could be any, well, I'm not gonna assume because I need to turn this over, but it's just, I don't know. This feels very much for me. It's like the heavy thing I'm feeling with this is like rejection. It's like this person being very inspired at one point in time, or even like, if they want to start a business or had like a really great idea for something, and, or like, them being hella creative or whatever. And it's like suddenly that just ended up fizzling out because something didn't work out. You know what I mean? But the thing I can say that's positive for your person is it feels like a false start to me. So I feel Taurus can understand. And if you don't know Taurus, if you're getting tea on your person, it's like they're dealing with a lot of feelings of like unworthiness, like I said, rejection, not good enough. It's like they're kind of like in like a funk, you know what I mean? Because it kind of feels to me, and this is just what I'm intuiting with this, it feels to me like it's something like so sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. Like they were almost like at the start line, right? And they were like ready to take off, but it's like something happened that was unexpected and it kind of stole their thunder. And I feel it could potentially cause some contention, like I was saying in Leo, where they're seeing you glow up and they're going through their season of struggle, and that could potentially cause some contention. But what the advice I would give to my Tauri is understanding where your person is at in their life right now. You know what I'm saying? And with you understanding where it is that you've been, where the whole Taurus collective has been, child, you can easily have compassion for this person because you know what it's like to be there, if that's making sense, right? Now, the energy between the two of you, oh, child, we got the Three of Swords. So that's totally what I was saying. Like that's that vibe of like contention that I was feeling, you know what I'm saying? So there could be arguments that are being had in you guys' partnership right now. There could be contention. I can tell you wholeheartedly that the root of the contention, and I said very similar for Leo. I don't know why this is happening like this, but whatever. But I can see very clearly like the root of that contention is because of the space that your person is in. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't feel that like this rejection energy with them is really heavy. I don't necessarily feel that it's coming from Taurus per se, but I mean, it's, how can I say this? If Taurus is like hella busy and you're like doing a bunch of stuff, I don't know why it is that like they're showing me a person who, like, I don't know, like traveling or something. It's like I'm seeing somebody like in and out of airports and stuff like that. So I don't know what that is. I mean, you travel for work or something. I don't know. I feel like it's very intentional in the sense of like you're going different places to do different things. And it's like your person, because they can't either, if it's like, financially or whatever, it's like they can't really engage with what it is that you have going on. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're traveling and they can't travel with you because they don't have the money, it's like them kind of feeling less about themselves. It's like that's affecting, not necessarily affecting you, but affecting the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to talk about the relationship as if it's a person, because it's not. But it feels like a little bit of bitterness, and I'm going to be straight up honest, and jealousy, right? Because this person wanted this too. I think both of you wanted this for yourselves and be with each other, which y'all both having the things, but it's just something with your person. It was like a false start for them. So, I mean, I'm feeling intuitively for them, things are going to turn around, but just kind of looking at where the two of you are, you're like in two very different places though. It's like, if your sun card, like this isn't like, freaking Nine of Cups, you know what I'm saying? Or like the Nine of Pentacles, you guys literally have a major arcana, whereas this person is in minor arcana. And an ace. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel what we're talking about here is like work, career, money type of stuff. And I feel that Taurus would be more farther along in your career than this person is. But it's kind of like, it was a timing thing. Things hit for Taurus. So I feel with this person, they still have a lot of work to do, but that contention is really like it's jealousy. And it's like, the love and the connection and the partnership is being overshadowed by your person's thought space. So I really feel it's like projection. So it's like the root of the issue between the two of you is your person's projection, right? It's jealousy because it's like, dang, stuff is so great for them. I want stuff to be great for me. And then it's like seeing how great stuff goes for you is like a reminder of how not great things are for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like them wanting to be in the place that you are, and just the stuff that they're going through. And I mean, this is kind of jacked up to do that to somebody. I'm being honest. Because it's like, you worked really hard to get to where you're at, Taurus. And it's like, it's not your fault. Like, you was on a struggle bus too. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, that's human nature. But at the same time, I just feel like the conflict between the two of you isn't real conflict. It's just because your person is going through a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So the outcome for you two, we have the Emperor. Oh, child. All right. I'm gonna have to clarify that, child, because that's a little worrisome, because the vibe that I'm getting from that, I'm gonna say that before I clarify it, but that's like the Emperor is a very solo energy. That's Aries energy, by the way. But for that to be the outcome, kind of says like, there's disappointment between the two of you. There's contention between the two of you. But the Emperor being here is like Taurus just being like, okay, well, I'm just gonna be by myself. And the thing that's so weird is like all of the soul sessions, dude, are in like, they're all saying the same thing. It's like, it's people who are together that are like on the edge in their partnership. It's something that's going on with one person in the connection. And even though I'm not seeing with you guys like a decision being made per se, like coming into it where you're like over it already, it's just that there's so much contention going on between the two of you. I can see kind of like what I saw in Cancer. It's like just kind of opting out. But let me go ahead and clarify this here. What is this Emperor? Oh, no, I don't want to use these. I don't want to do that. I like my new cards. Okay. What is this Emperor about? All right. Let's see. We have, clouds with the dark side toward the person indicates divorce. The bright side towards the person ensures domestic happiness. And the light side is towards the person. That's a good thing. Okay. So the outcome is actually really, really good. Things are just a little bit on the struggle bus right now. You feel what I'm saying? So here's the thing. I'm so glad I clarified that with that deck. That's wonderful. So here's the thing, Taurus. I feel that your person will ultimately get their groove back. Because like I say, with this Ace of Wands in the reverse, it's a false start, but things will start for them. Their inspiration is going to come back. But I really feel the issue with them is, it's their headspace. But here's the key of what I'm telling you. I think it's imperative for Taurus to continue doing what you're doing, stand in your power. That's wonderful. But your person has to go through their own little journey, because why the relationship is the way that it is. And I'm not putting all of this on your person, because I don't think that the issue is you guys' entire relationship. Because, of course, these are snapshots. Like, we can't get a capture of the entire relationship for the last part of July. So I feel the reason why you guys are like on the struggle bus in your relationship, to where Taurus may be feeling like, neglected or kind of left out in the cold, you know what I mean? Or feeling like there's a distance between you and your person. But the key is that there's nothing that you can do but focus on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? because your person has to take these proverbial swords out of their own heart, because, you know, it's their mind attacking their heart. It's like they're closing off from you because of all of the stuff it is that they're dealing with and how it is that they're weighing themselves up. So your person has to do this work, and there's not really anything that you can do other than just being supportive and using, you know, your prior experience with being in such of a situation to, you know, be encouraging for them. You know what I'm saying? But if your person does the work, you know what I'm saying, especially with this, our clarifying card, if your person actually does the work, there's the ability for them to be able to stand in this emperor energy as well, because you guys are already going to stand in it. And I'm telling you, you should, to where what you don't want to do is kind of match their energy type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And go into like emperor in the reverse kind of vibes, like, you know, being petty and, you know, like tit for tat and stuff like that, or being insulting. Not saying that, you know, we're like that, but just saying like that's not the energy that you want to get into. You want to maintain your power and kind of like be strong, hold down the fort for your person, encourage them, but know that you can't save them from themselves, is what I'm really trying to say. It's like this is a process that they need to go through on their own. So it's kind of like just giving your person some space and some time. And for you to, you know, put your energy into yourself, not saying totally neglect them, forget about them, but, you know, empower yourself, continue focusing on what's important to you, give them a little bit of space. You feel what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you know, because in the bigger scheme of things are going to work out between you guys as soon as they get into their power position. So here, I just gave you advice, but here go more advice with the advice card. It's the Ace of Cups. Yes, dude, exactly. It's like what this is asking you to do, Taurus, is to hold space for your person. Like that's it. They're going through some stuff. Your bae is on the struggle bus, child. Bae is on the struggle bus. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that this is asking you to do is to hold space and not take it personal, because I don't see anything here. It's not even about you. This person is just in a war and a battle with themselves. And of course, like I say, the reason why I don't like to talk about relationships as if it's a thing is a relationship is only contingent upon the two people that are in it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like an inanimate object without the two people. So this Three of Swords is literally your person's energy bleeding into the connection. But I feel all of this is coming out just to kind of help you to understand your person, to like empathize with them, because you know what it was like. And I feel even with you guys' partnership prior to then, it was different because y'all was both on the struggle bus. You feel what I'm saying? It's like both of y'all were on the struggle bus. So what was there to be upset about other than the struggle bus, right? But it's things working out for you and not working out for them. So keep that in mind. But what it's saying as far as the outcome for you guys, with our little deck, that's why I freaking love this deck, dude. Like this deck is so freaking lit. With the dark clouds not being close to the emperor, you know, it's saying that things going forward are going to be good for you guys. And literally the advice is just love on your person. You know what I'm saying? Love on your person. Or if you're a dude, propose to your person. That's the advice of the Ace of Cups. You know, I was about to say this, but I don't think that would be a good idea. Looking at where y'all at, I was going to be like, impregnate your person. But looking at where y'all at, if y'all on the struggle bus financially, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's funny. Or commit to your person, because that's another way that I could see this. We about to do our pick a card, but that's another way that I could see this too, is if y'all been dating for buku long, your person could be discouraged in reference to the fact that, you know, y'all been together for so long and you haven't proposed yet, or you haven't committed to them, you know. And that could be why, another reason why it is that they're feeling like, oh, you know what I'm saying, and feeling like all rejected and stuff like that. That's funny. I didn't even look at it like that until just now. That's another reason why we're going to pick 4 cards. So pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's another reason why your person could be feeling rejected, is if I give a scenario, like if y'all were dating and say y'all, weren't doing well financially. And you were like, oh, I don't want to get into a commitment until, I get my money right. And then it's like, and then you get your money right and you still ain't proposed. Like you still didn't, ask the person to like be with you and make it like official type of thing. And that's another reason why there can be this contention, because your person would feel rejected. It's like they were sitting and waiting, hoping for, you being the sun, and they get to hold up their torch, you know what I'm saying, to light their torch off your sun. And you never committed. And now the person's acting funny and you're like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? So what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So that's another way that we could look at this. And then in that case, legit, it's like the outcome would literally be you guys like being a, what is it? Like a fire starter, pun intended. Like you guys being a fire starter, taking initiative and, committing to your person or finally proposing, you know what I'm saying? And being the healing salve to the broken heart, you know what I'm saying? I love these readings, dude. I love how when I'm right about to wrap up, like a whole nother freaking scenario ends up coming out. I freaking dig that. But you guys go ahead and pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I look at these because so many different messages come out as just kind of like a grounding clarification of which one of the many scenarios that we have discussed here on today, my beautiful Taurians, is specific to you. So go ahead and pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. So if you picked number 1, we have karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. This is a relationship where a lesson is intended to be learned, just saying. So if there's anything that, and I'm saying like, even with your person, I think that's hella relevant. Because them being triggered AF right now, it's like it's something that they're needing to learn for them to fight and break through to step into this energy of the Emperor. You feel me? If you pick number 2, we have camera, and it says reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, and make memories. Interesting. Group 2. So that's wild. I feel with this, man, how I was saying, like, I feel why all this is coming out is because you have been in this place that your person is in. It's almost like a wake up call with that of like, hey, you know what it's like to be there. It's like, because I feel it's, and I don't think it's a malicious thing. I've said that so many times this month, but it's like, when you're in a situation, you don't necessarily see it hella clear. It's just like, why are they acting like that? Why are they behaving like that? Because you never stop to think that, stuff working out for you and not working out for them, that's bothering them. So I think something that would be beneficial towards is just kind of, remembering how it was when you were on a struggle bus, a lot of the stuff that you felt and, applying that compassion to your person. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, they got another little side of this where if your relationship is kind of, rocky right now, I'm gonna forewarn you and tell you to be careful with that, because there could be somebody from your past that either pops up or that you think about, you know what I'm saying? And because your relationship is kind of rocky right now, be careful with that, like just be careful with that. Just keep that in mind. All right. If you picked number 3, we have the runner. Oh, goodness gracious. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Yes. Okay. That is what I was talking about with this Emperor. Like I was saying, like, don't fall into Emperor in reverse vibes where things are not the greatest right now, not taking into consideration how it is that your person is feeling and kind of doing tit for tat type of stuff or wanting to jump ship, because it's like the vibe I get, you guys pick number 3. It's like, and I don't know if I'm saying you, Taurus, because y'all are the ones that are picking, but this could apply to your person as well, where it's like when the going gets tough, your person gets ghost or gets running, you know what I'm saying, for dear life, you know what I'm saying? or even if like you guys may feel some level of rejection from them because of when this rough patch happened or when your glow up happened and them feeling like insecure, it's like they kind of shut down on you, like they shut down their heart space with you to where they stop that ebb and flow type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that two different ways. It's like, and it really depends on you, Taurus, of you knowing yourself. It's like, it's a mirroring effect for me where if Taurus is the person who typically when there's conflict and there's problems in the relationship, your first thought is to jump ship, right? Like, oh, this ain't gonna work. And you just like cut stuff off. That's where the one part of this would be relevant, right? On the other side of things, so it's kind of like, I'm gonna reject you before you reject me kind of vibe. You feel me? And then on the other side of this, I can see that very much with your person too, but it's more or less like them running and still being there. So it's like they're still physically around you, but it's like they're running emotionally. So it's like they go from this ebb and flow to just like shutting down. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be conscious of that. This is one of those things I would say for my group 3 people, there's a need to have a conversation in reference to this, but then you also have to be conscious of if this is a pattern. Like, is this a first time thing? Or is this something that your person always does? But whatever the case, it's imperative for you guys to stand in your power, right? Because this does have the, oh, Lord, my throat chakra, Jesus. Yes, talk to the person because I don't feel like there's much talking that's going on. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel talking would help, and as well as you standing in your power, because if you match this person's energy, that's just going to make everything worse. You feel what I'm saying? And if you pick number 4, I love how when I pick these, it ends up becoming like a whole nother little reading, child. If you pick number 4, we have coffee cup. I'm going to pull this closer so I can see. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Oh, I think that's nice. Now, with my group 4 people, what I would say for this, like, it could be something like taking your person on a little date or something, right? Like when we think about this advice with this Ace of Cups, literally Ace of Cups of coffee. Okay, that was a really horrible joke that did not land well. But anyway, but advice, dude, for some of you guys, depending on how serious, non-serious this is, I really just feel like this is speaking to expressing a sense of connection or emotional intimacy with your person, of just kind of taking them out to do something that both of you enjoy. You know what I mean? Like not making it like a big deal if you guys just go grab, you know, some coffee, go walk in the park, or, you know, doing something that you know that they really like, and just like keeping it kind of light and not like forcing a conversation, like we need to talk, you know what I'm saying, type of thing, but just like keeping it really breezy. And I feel for my group 4 people, that would be something that would allow your person to kind of open up, or even keeping in mind, like, of you guys being in this position before. It's like, you know, as you guys are talking and you're just like, oh yeah, man, I remember like when that was like that for me, or encouraging them, you know, it's going to turn around. You guys, you're so talented, like whatever the case, you know. So for group 4 people, I think like, you know, a little date night will help, you know, just to reconnect and things, to do something really sweet and meaningful for them, which is so not hard for us Tauruses to do. We are the best gift givers, if you did not know. But anywho, my beautiful Taurus, that has been your July soulmate session. You know what I'm saying, or whatnot, or whatever. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends. Bye, guys.